Greetings and good evening. Welcome to another installment of Pull Up a Chair.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
What
yo.
up, everybody? What up?
What's good?
Chilling like a villain on the ceiling.
Yeah.
We coming to you live and direct from Pull Up a Chair Studios,
Yes,
man.
sir.
We ready to kick this next episode off. We're gonna keep it light and dark. Light and dark.
And
What we talking today? We talking Brandy versus Monica Verzuz.
Yeah, that was a
Taking
cool
it back
versus.
to the 90s, them queens from the 90s.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
Loving
yeah.
that.
It was a few weeks ago, but it's
Yeah,
I like
man.
You wanna talk about
We
that?
gotta talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
It's been so much going on in the news, man. We gotta touch on some social issues today.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a good way to balance this whole thing out.
I think we kind of avoided it. We had aspirations to talk about it, but we kind of avoided it. But
It's been
there's
so much.
no more avoiding. We gonna jump right into
We're
it.
gonna jump into it today. So y'all roll with us, stick with us, and we're gonna get into it.
All right.
All right, introductions, man. I'm the MC this evening, the War Chief, Kwame Lee. What else you want to know?
What's good, everybody? Everybody know me, all my ladies. What's up now? I was watching Martin the other day. I was watching Martin, yo. But anyway, y'all know who it is. Your boy E, Young Legend in the building.
What up,
Know if
what
you
up?
Oak Month, stand up. You?
Yo, what up, fellas? Ladies, how y'all doing? It's Boulevard Bully here, man. You know what's happening?
The good guy.
Mob, you know what I'm saying?
What up? Know if you stand up. It's your boy Sco. What's good? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
So yeah, man, the Brandy versus Monica Verzuz. First of all, them queens did some numbers. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, I definitely did.
Queens did some numbers, man. That 90s R&B, that's nostalgic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
For sure.
I'm going to just jump right into it, all right? I'm a little bit more of a Brandy fan.
Okay.
Don't ask me why. I just always connected to Brandy's music a little bit more than Monica. I don't know who the better singer is. I like them both. You know what I mean? I just, in my hearts and my mind, I connected to a little bit more of Brandy. And I grew up right with them. I believe I'm a little bit older than both of them, by the way. But I know their music well. It was good to see them both up there. I think they had some little beef in the past and
they
all of
did.
that. But it was good the way they presented to everybody. They was there together. They look good. They sound good. People was tripping off some of Brandy poems and all like that.
Yeah. She was getting in
But
there.
I like the energy of the verses with them two all the way around. They did some pretty historic numbers, as I talked about, with regard to verses, man. But the music, the vibes, was just dope to me.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I watched it with the old lady, you know her, she being a 90s R&B type. She loved Monica and Brandy. Monica more so than Brandy.
I got a little flack behind something I'm about to say, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, of course, she felt like Monica relate to more her kind, whatever. So it was cool to watch it. Numbers was crazy through the roof, like 1.2 on Instagram.
Bananas.
Wow. I like the stories they had. I got to see Monica. She came to a Virginia State concert, and I had
VSU.
VSU. I love it. Right? Let's get it. So I forgot what year it was, man, but Monica came and she shut it down. I don't think I ever seen that gym that packed. I'm talking about
Been to some pretty historic parties.
every lady on campus was in that building. Monica came, shut it down. I didn't even know I knew that many Monica songs. She got mad hits, yo.
Yeah.
She got mad hits.
Yeah.
And then Monica left, and then it cleared out. Like the lady, they didn't even stay for whoever was next. I forgot
Probably
who was
was
next.
too hot.
Yeah,
It was gymnasium. Probably was too hot.
yeah. But I like to say, Brandy, she got hits. Monica, to me, is definitely more of the kind of music because she a little bit more hood, ratchet, if you want to call it. You know what I mean? She came out in a bag a couple of times with her hoodness. So it was a good battle. If I like them both, they both legends. They both went hard. I would get an edge a little bit to Monica because I'm a little younger. I like her upbeat music more. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was dope.
You check it out?
Yeah, I looked at it. Me and Mika, wifey, we looked
Yeah,
at it. We
yeah.
sat in the water,
That's what's up.
watched it. You know what I'm saying? She related more to Monica. I don't know who won it. I don't know who won. Posey had one. I don't know what about it, but both of them, they did good though. I like that. I like the way they did it.
Yeah, the singing, they was singing
Yeah,
together.
they
That
was
was
singing
pretty
together.
dope.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They knew all of each other's
Yeah,
songs.
Yeah.
Especially, I think Brandy is a bigger fan of Monica's.
It
Yo,
felt
yeah,
like that.
It- something that maybe I Googled something too fast, but Brandy's older than Monica.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is wild. I never would assume that. That I always
It
thought
ain't
that
about
Monica was-
much though. It's about what,
Yeah,
like
it can't
a
be
year or
about-
two.
Yeah, it's
maybe.
maybe like 2 or 3 years, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's still just it just seems that.
Oh, I thought y'all knew that.
No, I didn't.
Well,
I
I
never
figured I
assumed
knew
that. I just thought Monica was older. But yes, I did watch it, and I was unaware of how many Brandy songs I knew.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was very
yeah.
shocking.
Brandy got
Yeah,
some damn
Brandy
tracks,
got.
though.
She got.
That
Yeah.
was.
I felt I got myself rocking to one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
rocking
like,
her. She was in.
I was like, oh man.
Brandon got tracks.
I did kind of feel the small unspoken, the elephant in the room
The
type of.
pettiness,
Yeah,
a
it
little
was.
bit.
Yeah.
It was just like it's just a little bit of
It was tension at one
aggressive
point.
tension
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on, and then I just
Yeah.
I'm glad that the public moved past that and just seeing what they was what they
Right,
was
right,
doing,
right.
but I enjoyed it. I'm a bigger fan of Monica. Monica's music. She got more timeless music than I like Brandy records too, but
Of
I
course.
think Monica got more timeless records.
Right.
And I got a little flack behind a true statement that I said. I was like, it's just evident that a lot of females, and particularly black females, love Monica.
Yeah, it seemed like Monica got a bigger cult following.
Yeah,
so
they
to
got
speak.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 90 to 95% of black women from the ages of 30 to 40, or let's say 30 to 45,
Right.
got Monica's Pandora station programmed in their phone first.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that would. Sometimes that's just a go-to. They love the what's the record she got?
There's so many of them.
Yeah, it's a lot of them, but the
Just
the
one.
joint with she got like 3 or 4 with Missy, and
Yeah.
it's just
New
a countless
Monica.
of New Monica. That's a hashtag. So and they played some new records too. That was pretty
Both
cool.
of them,
I
yeah.
think-
Yeah.
Monica had a joint with Lil Baby that was out
Yeah.
That shit hit though.
Lil Baby, that dude on the low.
Yeah.
On the low for the youngest.
Yeah.
I felt like with the Brandy Monica verses, I didn't have a winner. Some of the
Right.
verses
Yeah.
I haven't really been having like a clear cut winner.
It's just a vibe.
Yeah, it's just
I don't like to discuss the winner. I don't like that it needs to be a winner.
It was more like a celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like this.
I just like versus, heads up, battling. To me, when you have those words, a versus, a battle, a heads up, to me, I'm picking a winner. That's just me. You know what I mean?
And that's fair, too.
You know what I
That's
mean?
cool.
That's just how it is. Somebody, in my opinion, somebody got to
Somebody
win.
gotta
Somebody
lose.
got to be a winner.
Somebody gotta lose.
Now,
Somebody gotta
now,
lose.
it's all personal preference. It's not that I'm right or you're right or I'm wrong, you're wrong. It's all personal preference.
That's true.
Who's gonna come with the songs that you vibe with the most? Who's gonna come with the songs you vibe with the best? I don't think it could be one like clear cut. Oh snap! You know what I mean? Everybody know this the winner because everybody not gonna agree. You know, music is all personal preference.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's subjective.
Yeah.
I, like I said, I don't know why. I just connected to Brandy a little bit more.
Oh yeah,
musically,
yeah.
Just in my personal views. But I thought that verses was just the feel of it was good. I don't know if it's one of my favorites, but it's up there.
Yeah,
I think my favorite
Yeah.
verses so far, and while we're here, we might as well get into some of that, was Snoop.
Snoop and X.
That was my favorite one so far.
Yeah.
Snoop and X, my favorite.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like the-
thoroughly enjoyed the RZA RZA Primo. That was dope.
I ain't see that one.
Oh, way up there for me, and that probably won't be for y'all boys. Erica Badu and Jill Scott. That was a super dope one. Too.
Yeah, yeah,
That's another
Big
one.
on
you
Neo
see.
Soul.
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't check that. I seen clips of it, but I didn't check it. But I heard it was pretty good. Me personally, I enjoyed the A Keys and John Legend joint.
That might have been the worst.
That might have been the worst
Not
one.
for-
Yeah,
Okay,
For me,
yeah. It's all personal preference.
John Legend to me has the best male vocals of all time.
what?
Yes,
What?
yes.
Personal preference, man.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Of
To
all
me.
time. You heard him. Of all time.
To me.
John Legend.
They're ordinary people.
You do.
You don't gotta sing it like Martin.
No, it sounds like I'm trying to play John Legend, but I've never heard anybody say that in life.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was
I say a lot of
shocker.
things that nobody say.
Yeah, yeah.
It's to me. John Legend is extremely talented. He's a pianist, but as far as male vocals, I love John Legend's voice. Wow. He got it's a reason why people always put him on the soulful songs, as far as hip hop, because he got
best vocals of all time.
that's just me.
Hey, it's his favorite singer.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, what you gonna say?
That's your favorite singer?
No. Whitney Houston is the best singer. Of
Well,
all time.
male. I'm talking about male.
Male, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, male.
This is his favorite male singer.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah.
John Legend.
John Legend. Love
Better
John
than
Legend.
everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Better
You know
than
what's funny
Luther.
about
All these people that you
Better than Luther.
To me, I'm not discredited. I'm not saying he can sing them out of the water or nothing like that.
I get it.
Best
I
male
like
singer.
when people.
Best male singer.
He got the best male vocals. Me
I
personally.
like when people have their own. I really respect that.
Yeah.
I'm
not
push it back.
I'm not
Personal
gonna say
preference.
I'm not. See me. I've never been the person to just follow the norm and just say people who everyone else thinks people should say when they say who's the best or who's the top 5
Right.
or it's who I like.
Yeah, it's all
And
personal
it might
preference.
not be who you like. It's cool.
And that's what I like about it. People top 5s be so fraudulent, man. It be people they don't listen to.
Yeah.
Now that's an issue.
That's-
That's an issue.
That's just not cool to me.
Yeah.
I
And
hate
When I
that.
hear that,
That's
I'm
following
like,
the trend. That's just following.
Yeah, yeah.
You listen to this guy?
No way.
You don't.
You do not. Don't do
Give
that.
me the guys you like.
Exactly.
The guys, if you're going on a cross country trip, you're gonna be listening to these 5 guys.
100%.
Don't hit me with the Talib quality.
I knew. How did I know Talib Kweli was gonna pop
Because
up?
for some reason he creep up in people's 5s, but people don't listen to him like
And
that.
that's no shade.
No shade to him.
No shade.
Some people do.
Some
But I'm
people
gonna
do.
have to check you. If you tell me that no shade to Talib, I do like some of your records, and you are a lyricist. I get that.
Yeah, this ain't shade at
This
all.
ain't that
but
shade. But to Talib, a lot of people that I've talked to personally put you in their top 5, and they don't listen to you.
Yeah, I've ran across that a couple
Yeah.
times.
So if someone tells me they top 5 and Talib Kweli in there, or anyone that I believe that they don't listen to,
Explain yourself.
I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna see.
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
say-
test your temperature. I'm
Yeah.
gonna see what you
Give me the people that you like.
I don't care who it is. It could
Yes.
be anybody.
People clown my
Yeah.
top 5 all the time.
People climb mine all
Yeah.
the time.
You know, for a while I had Snoop in my top 5. I'm just give me the people that you like.
Nothing wrong with that.
It
Snoop
don't have to be
hard.
super
If
hard.
if a dude if I talk to a young guy and he's 18, 21,
He
whatever,
shouldn't have
if
certain-
Pac and Big is in your I'm gonna check you, yo.
Yeah.
No. If you listen to Lil Baby and Migos all day,
that's your
put them
guy.
in your 5. I'm cool with the honesty. I'm not cool with
But then
lying.
he might listen to him though.
Top 5.
But if you listen to him, that's cool. But I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna make sure you listen to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5s are deeply personal. It's supposed to be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
supposed to be the people that
100%.
you like.
Yes.
Wayne was in my top 5 for years. I'm
Yeah.
44 years old.
Yeah.
People was like, I like
Yeah.
Wayne, bitch. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's my guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He's not in it anymore.
Right.
But the guys that I got in now, I get super clown. I don't care.
Don't care.
It's about your
I don't
5.
care.
Yeah.
It's all personal
Supposed to be
preference.
personal.
Yeah,
It's
and
all about who
I
you
can't stand- I
vibe
had
with.
this long running joke with a co-worker of mine. Shout out to Theo. He a big Pac fan, and we talked about it's a group metaphor. It's a group that people put in a five, right? There's always Big,
Yep.
Pac, and there's Now I'm gonna explain myself. People when they ask we talking about hip hop in general. You ask somebody who their top five is, it's a given for some strange reason that Big and Pac is in their five. So they say these names, but then they have to think about who's the other three. So it's who your top five? Big, Pac. They have to. It's like a given that you need to put. No, you don't listen to. If you don't listen to Big or Pac or just one of them, you don't need to put them just because you know that the world would think that they should be in your five.
legitimize people's top five.
Yeah.
People feel like that's why, and I think people put guys like Talib, and they're not really listening to him because they feel cool, they feel edgy, they feel like this substantiates my top five. I got a real hard lyricist. You don't have to do that. Just give me your guys.
Yeah.
And then I got guys that really listen to Lupe.
Yeah.
That's their guy.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to motherfucking Lupe.
No shade to Lupe.
I don't want to go to sleep.
I don't.
I want to be up here. I don't want to go to sleep. But some people like to go to sleep when they're driving. I want to be jamming. And that's not to say
Not
Lupe
while they
is not
driving.
talented. I think he's talented. It's a song called Murals that two of my homeboys put me on. They into that kind of backpack rap and all of that. They into doom and stuff. I don't listen to a lot of those guys, but they put me onto the song. The song was super dope.
Yeah.
I was like, I never thought that I would listen to a Lupe joint. Because I had somebody left a Lupe CD in my car, and I tried it, and I was like, not for me. But you can recognize the talent. On this song, Murals, he's dumbing out.
Yeah.
But he's never going to touch my top five.
Yeah.
Ever.
No.
I want to be awake.
I have a thing where
I
I
wanna be
say
one.
that sometimes, lyricism can spill over into the boring
Yeah, of course.
aspect of rap.
That's some balance.
Yeah, you need some type of
For me.
balance. Some type of personality behind your lyrics. You can't just say a whole bunch of words. For me, you can't just say a whole bunch of words and it doesn't mean anything. And
Just because you don't understand them don't mean that he nice.
don't mean that he nice. It means that you don't understand all the bullshit that he writes.
Exactly.
And no shade to Nas, but Nas does have some of, unpopular. Nas is one of the top five in a lot of people's five.
Yeah. Nas go hard.
Yeah, he's my number six, man.
Yeah.
He's my sixth man off the bench. If
I
we
never
talk
knew
about
that.
pop.
That's dope.
Yeah. Nas.
He not in my top five,
Yeah,
but
Nas is my sixth
got
man.
Super respect for the God.
But it's a couple albums where he can spill over to what are you talking about?
Of
You know,
course,
it's
yeah.
like,
And that's my problem
Yeah.
with Nas.
yeah,
And I think he, bar for bar, one of the dopest
yeah, 100%.
lyricists of all time.
Yeah.
He just dope.
He go hard. He can rap about a lot of things. He can go
Meaningful things,
Yeah,
too.
he can go knowledgeable. He can go positive. He can go gutter, street, and go negative. And of course, his age now. He even talked about it in an interview about how he liked to try to stay away from that real street gutter hard stuff. You know what I mean? I can understand that.
What happens when you get older.
Exactly. That's completely respectable.
Your views and stuff.
You know what I mean?
and-
His album that just dropped like a week ago or something like that.
Yeah.
I rocks with it. You know what I mean? I don't mind it at all. I think it's it's a lot more tracks than the Nasir one he did with Kanye. Cause it's like twice as many tracks or something like that. He only did like 7 tracks with Kanye or Nasir, whatever like that.
All those albums were like
It was all
Yeah.
7 songs. It was
Yeah,
all
seven
But
songs.
if you really look at the length of the album, it's not that much longer. It's like 10 minutes longer.
Right. I rocks with it. I rocks with the Nasir joint, but a lot of people had a problem with it. I didn't.
I like Nasir
You know what I mean?
over this one.
Yeah.
The new one.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people
Personally.
say that the Nasir joint was rushed, wasn't as good, but I rocks with it.
I could see that. I
Yeah,
could see
yeah.
someone saying that it sounded rushed.
Yeah.
But
He even admitted that he couldn't work with Kanye as much as he wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I could see that. But the songs though were hot.
Yeah.
And
they were.
when you when you look at an album, especially hip hop, you know, in this day and age, you don't get a lot of songs. You know, you get 10, 12 songs, right? If you like 7 of those songs, that's a good album. You like 70% of the album, that's a good album.
That's a good album.
Yeah.
And if you have a 7-track album and people you know take away
3 songs.
I like 6 of those songs. 6 and
You better be if on a 7-track. You
Yeah,
better be like in 6.
I believe that was the purpose. I think that the purpose for those 7, I think it was 5 albums, 7 tracks apiece. It was the purpose was to eliminate all the, you know, not questionable, but songs that filler. You know, if you make an album, some people have filler songs. You know, it's not the singles. It's the, you know what I'm saying, where he just give you 20, 30 minutes of complete music. You know what I'm saying? There's no a lot of talking, no skits and none of that stuff. It's complete music. And that's why I kind of like Nasir. I like it.
Yeah.
Just me.
Yeah. It was good.
We
I rocked
went
with it.
all around the world. We went from Verzuz to
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm a big music guy, so you know when we talk about music, it's possible that you know
It
you
could
just
go
jump
anywhere.
around.
It could ping into anywhere.
Most deaf.
But back to the verses, and I want to commend Monica and Brandy for breaking those records and having. I'm not sure what the record was for Apple Music because it streams on Apple Music as well, but they don't put those numbers up at the time.
Right.
But on Instagram, it was
doing numbers.
1.2 million people watching this.
That's a lot of people.
Like that's a lot of people. That's insane.
A lot of females too.
Yeah,
A lot of females,
they yeah.
ladies.
So
Where
it was
the
great.
ladies at? Where the ladies at?
Shout out to the ladies.
So we gotta get ready to change courses.
Yeah.
We're gonna put the queens down for a 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna jump into something a little bit more serious. We're gonna be talking social issues. We know in the news recently we've had some shootings, we've had some deaths,
Mm-hmm.
we've had some police brutality. We've felt the unfairness our whole lives. We're all black men.
100%.
I've had my share of interactions with police. Some of them went well. I've never been the type to really be popping off like that at the police. Always in my mind was to get home. So some of those interactions went well. Some of them didn't go well, regardless of what I did. But today we're going to talk about some of the bigger names in the news and just how you view the case. Do you think we'll get convictions? And that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Do you see a way where people will be convicted in a lot of these cases?
First, they gotta get charged.
You got to get charged.
They gotta get charged first.
Yeah. Definitely got to get charged for
That's
that.
what- So the Jacob Blake case that we've been seeing the video we've been seeing that a lot. If you're on social media, you can't miss it. We've seen it in the news. With Jacob Blake's case specifically, do you see the police being charged in that whole incident?
Whew. History will probably incline me to say no, they're not going to get charged. But it's 2020. A lot of things been happening in 2020.
A lot of things.
A lot of things been coming to the light. A lot of things been getting the shout out that it's supposed to have been getting. You know what I mean? I'm throwing it back to a couple years ago. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick. He started a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
Shout out Colin Kaepernick.
Shout out Colin Kaepernick. He started a lot of stuff. You know, he got anyway.
It seemed like he foreseen this year. 3
Yeah,
years ago.
exactly. So, as far as the Jacob Blake, right? I seen the video. I don't know exactly what happened before the video because everything after that everything beyond the video is he say, she say, third party, whatever. But from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, from my understanding, he was at a dispute. It was almost like he was called to a dispute or something.
A domestic dispute?
Something like that. That allegedly he was supposed to be trying to break it up or something. I don't know the details. Mm-hmm. That could be all false, it could be all wrong. I have no clue. But I'm just saying what I've been reading and seeing, whatever. So the cops got there. I guess they didn't like the way he was acting. I heard he got tased and got tackled to the ground or something. I don't know. I guess they wrestled him to the ground. He got up. I don't know if they let him up. He got up. I don't know what happened. Somebody got to fill me in well out of the details. But he started walking towards his car. And then that's when I saw the video. But he was walking towards his car. Mm-hmm. I think the cop was like pulling his shirt, like holding on to his shirt or something.
It looked like something was going on.
Yeah.
He was close enough to, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Gun was out. He was following him. He opened the door. It looked like he was trying to get in it. I heard his kids was in the car. That's what I hear too.
7 shots in the back. 7 shots in the back.
7 shots later.
Now, thank God he didn't die.
Yeah, I just seen him on video.
Right. I want to speak about that.
Thank God he didn't die. My issue is that enough? What happened, the facts, everything that's out there, is that enough to get action on the police officer? Did he step out of line, out of bounds? I'm going to say I think he did because he shot the man in the back 7 times. In my opinion, if a guy is that much of a threat to you, you don't even let him get to the car. You don't even allow him to get that far. You know what I mean? Yeah. And shooting somebody in the back, in a lot of cases, in a great deal of cases, when you shoot somebody in the back, they're not a threat to you. 100%. You know what I mean? They're not a threat to you. They may be a threat to somebody else. Mm-hmm. They may be posing a threat. You know what I mean?
Or maybe opposed to a threat in the future, but not at the moment.
Yeah, you know, because anybody can turn around and do whatever, you know. But,
or be going to get something.
Right.
Did they find a gun?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's so many details about this case that is sketchy.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I'm unclear about, and we call it niggonomics. Yeah. I don't know for sure. I don't know the laws if you can or cannot shoot somebody in the back.
You cannot shoot nobody in the back.
Because in South Carolina, we seen a guy running and the police gunned him down.
Yeah. Right.
That wasn't the problem. The police got caught planting a gun.
Yeah.
But him shooting them in the back wasn't the problem.
Yeah,
wasn't the problem. So I don't know if shooting in the back is actually illegal or illegal use of force by the police. I'm starting to believe that you can shoot people in the back.
I would say that
legally.
For one, it varies state for state. I don't know each state laws, and I don't know police laws and guidelines and regulations. I don't know what the police can do. But what I do know is, as a civilian,
I don't think
you have to have a very good reason to shoot somebody in the back. Now, if somebody break into my house and they're going after one of my loved ones, my daughter, or wife, or something like that, if they're going after them, of course their back could be, away towards me.
True.
I see their back. Legally, I should be able to legally shoot them because they're going and they're intending to do harm to
someone else,
my loved one. So I shoot you in the back and should get away with it. The law would be stupid if it could be like, oh well, he wasn't facing you, so you get in trouble for shooting the back. No, he was going towards my daughter. He was going towards my wife. Right. You mean to tell me I can't protect because I got to get him to turn around first?
Yeah,
No.
Because they say it's no threat to you.
Exactly. Now take that same shooting somebody in the back. Right. Suppose somebody break into my house. I go downstairs. I investigate whatever, which is another iffy thing with the law. You going investigating, you going hunting, you looking, you going hunting, you got your gun, you going downstairs looking for a problem.
Legally, what up? They say you can't do that, so you're not supposed to do that.
That's a whole other story.
Bugging.
Yeah.
Barricade yourself
exactly
before you go
hunting
in your own house.
So I see a guy, right? he sees me, he starts to run out my house. He runs out the window, out the back door, whatever he does, he's running away, right?
You gun him down.
I don't think I could legally gun him down,
He's not
shoot
a
him in the
threat.
back when he's running away.
He's not a threat.
You see what I'm saying?
You can't do that.
Now, as a police
You can't do
officer,
that?
like
No, you can't.
you
I'm
cannot.
about to say you cannot do that.
That issue in South Carolina, was it North Carolina, South
It was
Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, the guy
We
was
saw
running
that.
away. Police officers, I don't know what they protected by so much
Yeah,
stuff.
that union,
They got
and
so
that-
many things,
Yeah.
and the law is written in a way to protect them.
Him getting shot wasn't the issue.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was the planting
It was the
of the
Yeah.
gun.
So if he ain't planted the gun, he'll be
he would
off
have
right
got
now.
off. I think he was gonna get off.
See,
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
I understand that.
And he
that-
lied. He
Mm-hmm.
lied
And he
and said
lied.
he had the gun.
Right.
Yeah.
He had to plant the gun.
But the person had a
But
video
the shooting in the back wasn't
He had a
the
video.
offense. There was not the
That wasn't the issue.
yeah.
yeah.
I completely understand that being a cop got to be one of the most nerve-wracking, scariest jobs. You know what I mean? You, especially in a lot of neighborhoods and a lot of places, you damn near putting your life on the line every day. That's what cops do. You supposed to run away from stuff. Cops got to run towards it.
Exactly.
Not saying that this is an easy job. Not saying that they're not human just like us. We're all going to be in situations where we don't know how we're going to react, no
Yeah.
matter how much we get trained.
Right.
You just don't. You don't know how you're going to react, no matter
It's a
what
high
training you got.
stress- High stress job.
Exactly.
I believe.
But at the same time, though, I think that some rules and regulations and laws that apply to civilians need to apply to them as well
Exactly.
when it comes to some of those situations, because you just can't allow cops to just do whatever they want to do,
Yeah.
because you're going to get the situations we've been in for the past
Man, it's
8
been-
Decades. You know what I mean? Whatever. But
So with the Jacob Blake situation, if I'm being honest, and we talking about charges and convictions, I think that's gonna be a tough one.
yeah, it's tough.
I think it's gonna be a real tough
Yeah.
one. Is it wrong morally? I guess should you be shooting anybody 7 times in the back?
In
That's
the
a-
back, though. That's a lot of times you shots.
That's
You
a
pulling
lot.
that. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that shit crazy, man.
It's wild.
As a cop, I believe that cops should. I know that it's so many different protocols that cops have before you get to lethal force.
Should be.
And
Because
for
in other countries,
someone,
they don't have a lot of these issues.
Yeah.
I mean, you got sticks, tasers, mace. You got a lot of and physical combat. You go through this training. You go through this training for the first sign of trouble is to kill somebody. Like, I think that it was in the Jacob situation. It was a number of different things that could have been done before shooting him.
Yeah, on both sides, on the cop side and on Jacob's side.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what happened before
Right,
the video,
right.
but on the cop side,
Right.
because he's in the hospital.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. So
yes.
on the cop side, I know for a fact that it has to be on a number of things that they could do before, because cops don't shoot to wound. He's alive by the grace of God.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
so
Well, we've seen cops exhaust a lot of options with other people.
Yeah, of course.
We talking
all the
about
time.
racist.
and we
yeah.
and those people are white.
I
Yeah.
seen a guy beat up a cop and not that she's not a cop, but a lady cop.
A lady cop, yeah.
Get
Yeah.
in their car.
His whole
And
ass.
drive off.
Yeah.
They whooped their ass.
Yeah.
They had batons out. Now, if that's a big black man, if that was either one of us,
Any one of
it
us
would have
four.
ended right then.
Right there.
It have ended right there before.
Oh, yeah.
Without
For
even getting
way less.
Yeah,
Way less.
yeah.
Way less.
Yeah,
You see white
People
people,
get-
disrespect.
yeah.
I
Disrespect.
I seen.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
seen a
yeah.
video like yesterday of this white man with like a knife, like swinging it at a cop. I think it was a female cop. I'm not sure, but she had her gun out, pointed at him. If that was a black man, he would be bleeding on the ground.
Yeah.
At the sight of a weapon in his hand.
So okay, so we know, right? It's been for hundreds of years in this country. We know
It's well documented.
well documented.
Highly chronicled.
We already know the
We get the
differences that minorities. I'm people of color, but I specifically want to say black people.
Mm-hmm.
We know specifically black people have been treated so unfair, so unjust throughout the hundreds of years of existence in this country, right? So, with that being said, black people is there a certain point where we should know this, recognize this, and act differently because of this? Should we not understand that there's a target on our back just because of the color of our skin? Should we act accordingly? I'm not trying to say bitch out or be a punk. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, do you act accordingly, right? Even if that means you might have to, get your rights violated for right now to survive.
Yeah.
And then maybe you can come back and fight legally.
Yeah.
Because in the streets, if you're trying to buck in the streets, if a cop is violating your rights and you trying to buck in the streets, because you know that as an American citizen, you have rights. Mm-hmm. Cops will violate them rights often, right?
100%.
You want to speak up for yourself, right? Because that's what black people been doing for, so a long time. Speaking up for themselves, trying to get equality, right? But at that moment, the ball is not in your court because you have to get home. You have to find a way to get home. If that means, okay, I have to put my hands behind my head. I have to answer these questions. I have to get on the ground. I have to be quiet or whatever it does in this moment just to get home. And maybe you can lawyer up. I know a lot of us don't have resources like that in a lot of these communities to say, hey, you can just lawyer up like that. That's not really plausible in a lot of communities, but y'all know what I'm trying to get to. You know what I mean? Right. You live to fight another day. You know what I mean? Live to fight another day.
What do you think about that? Do you think that you should comply? They want to shoot us.
Yeah.
I mean,
we shouldn't give them a reason to.
This shit crazy, man. This shit is crazy.
Touchy subject.
Yeah, man. This shit crazy. I'm tired of it, for real. Like,
as a man,
as a black man.
Yeah, as a black man with pride.
Like, me and my homeboy got pulled over the other day. Mm-hmm. I ain't saying no names, but out Chesapeake. I wasn't scared or nothing like that, but a lot of shit ran through my mind.
Yeah. See, that's that thought that people have, like that you had. White people don't have that thought.
The lady was white lady. You know what I'm saying? White lady. She won't. I think she was by herself.
I mean, man, you need like 2 pounds of pressure.
You don't have to get pulled over when you black. We could all be walking and see a cop, and we all gonna feel some type of way about it.
Yeah, true.
Some type of way, and everybody is law abiding. You know what I mean? Yeah. Generally speaking, I was
to the point like shit. They keep killing us. Kill them, nigga. Fuck them. You sitting in their car having lunch, and they popping their motherfucking head. Fuck them. I was at that. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, damn, they keep killing us, man. Nigga tired. Like,
that's an extreme thought, man.
But you can't live like that. You can't think like that, though. You got to think wisely. That's the rage that came out of it.
It's rage.
That's what happens when you push people to the brink of being psycho. You know what I'm saying?
You can't be funny. That was serious.
Not only is it happening, but in this day and age, we getting to see it. We knew it was happening because it happened to us. But now we seeing people kneeling on people's throats for 8-9 minutes. We seeing people getting choked out over selling a loose cigarette. We are seeing people get gunned down in the street. That does something to you.
It does.
Because that could be you.
I'm not saying all cops are bad. We got good cops out here. But it's like they all stick together. It's like if you see one bad cop, you're like, damn, is all of them gonna be the same? But we know they got some good ones out here though.
It's a brotherhood with them. But I think Chris Rock said it the best. That's why I love Chris Rock, because he's always putting different things in perspective and make it funny at the same time. He said that in his the Tamarine stand-up special, he said same thing you just said about being. It's not all cops. They say it's a few. Don't let a few bad apples spoil the bunch.
I remember that.
And he was
That
like, at some jobs,
You can get
there
away with
can't be some. You need to have 100% efficiency in some jobs, like pilots. You can't just say like being a pilot. Some of our pilots like to land.
Some of them
just like to crash into buildings. Like you can't say. I mean, that was horrible. Let's say mountain. But as a protect and server of us, because you supposed to protect and serve us. You know what I'm saying? It has to be 100% efficiency.
You would
think. But this the wild thing I was just about to say that. The wild thing about that is that's a far fetched thought.
Yeah, it's impossible. There's not one thing where it's 100% the way it's supposed to be. Anything and anybody, any place, anywhere, you're gonna have ones that are not in accordance of what it's supposed to be. That's just natural. You know what I mean? Every job, everything, you're gonna have people who are corrupt. You're gonna have people who are racist, who are sexist, who are whatever it may be. You're gonna just gonna have it. You know what I mean?
That's just
going back to what B was saying though about how you get so enraged and you get so fired up and it makes you want to act. You know what I mean? One of my favorite quotes it was a video I was watching of a lady. I don't know her name or nothing like that, but she was basically saying how America is lucky that black people just want justice and equality and not revenge.
Facts.
Can you imagine?
100%.
Can you imagine if black people was a revengeful race?
Yeah.
If we wanted revenge, not just to be treated equal or just to have the same, justice that everybody else, the white people enjoy. That's all it is about equality.
For equality.
Yeah.
How wild is that?
Can you
That's
imagine?
a Michael J.
Yeah.
Civil rights.
Yes.
We're just trying to be civil.
That's all it is.
It's like we're saying
Imagine.
Black lives matter. Not they matter more.
Right.
They just matter.
They matter.
Like we matter.
Just
like,
imagine. Can you see? And I see it now in a lot of you saw it back in the day. You saw it back in the 50s and 60s and stuff, and you see it now with the riots. You saw it in the 90s and over in Watts. You saw it after Rodney King. You see the riots, right? You see all that. You see the looting. You see the civil unrest in a lot of these places. I think Milwaukee been going through a lot.
Yeah,
Man, Portland.
Yeah.
When I watch the videos about Portland and stuff, and you see the cops in the riot gear, and you see the civilians out in the streets, you look like a third world. You look like another country. You look like you're not even looking at something in America.
It gets deep, man.
It goes super deep, but you got to understand that this is America. That is what it was built on.
This is America.
Revolution, revolting, violence, riots. That's what America was built on. They took the Boston Tea Party, right? Which is basically a huge revolt, a huge revolution.
Boycott.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to dress up as Native Americans and to go on these boats and throw the tea in the water and to destroy this property and do all that stuff. They did that because they felt like they were backed into a corner, and this is what's going to get us noticed. This is what's going to get the results we want. So I don't condone violence. I don't condone this stuff, but I understand when people feel that there's nothing else that we can do. There's nothing else they can do. We tried to do the peaceful sit-ins. Remember when black people couldn't go in a lot of restaurants? You try to sit in peacefully. You got beat. You got dogs sicked on you. You got water hoses turned on you. You try to peacefully march. You see what happened when you peacefully assemble Charlotte and Charlottesville. The dude ran people over and all that stuff. When you try to peacefully do things, they don't respect that. But when you play into their hands and act like an animal, because there's no other option for you no more. It's like, damn, I'm about to tear all this shit up.
Yeah.
And now they use that against you. Oh, they just acting like the animals we knew they were.
Yeah.
But you forced
We
this
have
stuff.
So
You know what I mean?
We have 60 years of peacefulness,
right.
and now of wanting to just be equal. That's it.
Yeah.
Now, like we're
you're
begging
asking for a
first.
lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're asking for it, but we're begging it. Now it's to the point where we gonna feel like we gotta take it.
Yeah. People
We
be
can't
like,
ask for it. We gotta take it now.
yeah.
With Breonna Taylor's case, this
Ooh.
is another case that has been
Unsolved.
well.
We
was-
know who did it, but are they going to get
again,
charged?
Are we
Exactly.
gonna get?
Rest in
People
peace, Breonna Taylor.
charges.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
rest in peace.
Rest in peace all day.
Is people gonna get convicted of anything? And I really think this case is gonna be another tough one.
Yeah. And
You got police. What do they call that? A warrant. What is
no,
Yeah.
a no knock
No
warrant.
knock
Not
warrant.
warrant, yeah.
going to the wrong home, right? Somebody gave them the order to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You got people thinking somebody's breaking into my home, so now I got to defend my home. So they sending shots. Now the police sending shots back, and Breonna Taylor's dead.
Tragic.
Who do you place blame on for that?
Who's
one?
responsible for that?
Who? Somebody has to be fired.
Yes.
At
yes.
least. At the
Maybe
very
two or
least.
three. I don't know who these. This is crazy.
Now, did
You
she
send
send?
people
Did she
to the
send
wrong
shots at
home?
them? At them?
Her boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Her
Her boyfriend.
sent shots at
Of
them.
course he busts back. People breaking in your crib. You don't know what's going on.
So
They
the,
didn't really-
That's
Yeah.
And I'm pretty
That's a natural reaction.
And it's not like they do it at, like in the middle of the day.
It's in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah, you
It's
know,
early-
they probably
it's early morning
they
shit.
try to break you out of your sleep.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I'm
5
saying?
We're talking about
6.
two working class people
Yeah.
thinking,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on?
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta
Who's
protect.
coming into my home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta protect my house.
And now we got a young lady dead. A young lady, man,
Yeah.
dead because of somebody's mistake.
Did her boyfriend get charged with anything?
They tried. to.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
did. I know he went into custody.
Yeah.
But I think he's been released because he didn't do
He
anything.
ain't do nothing.
wrong.
He ain't do nothing wrong.
He didn't do. He tried to defend himself.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
So they had no business in their house at all.
Actually, the person that they were trying to go there to get and apprehend was already in police custody.
Oh, that's bananas! I did not know that.
Yeah, he was already in
How
custody.
long? You know how
I don't
long?
know.
I
Did
don't
he
know
say?
how long, but it,
God, man.
Yeah, I
He's in
don't.
police
the
custody.
fact that he was already in police
Custody,
custody,
yeah.
and they supposed to been looking for him.
Yes.
His head's got to roll.
Yeah.
Something has to happen.
That's
Now,
a-
the crazy thing is though, I don't know, and this is gonna sound crazy. I don't know if you can charge these cops.
I don't think they're gonna get charged.
They put the cops too, and I'm with my people.
Yeah.
They put these people because he could have really aired them out. What if he had something that could, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
Shoot
put
through vests
a
and all
lot
that
of
shit.
people in jeopardy with this huge oversight.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
got somebody murdered.
And
Yeah.
for nothing to happen is insane to me.
Something has to happen.
Something has to
I
happen.
don't know what
Yeah.
that something.
Whoever
is.
pushed that
Police
button,
chief, maybe
exactly. Whoever pushed that button should
Yeah,
be
yeah.
fired. Like somebody made a wrong call.
Yeah.
They got to do something about that, man.
Yeah.
That's not a mistake
a
that you
person
can just make.
lost their life for nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing
And
Waking up and
we
dying.
matter. Our lives matter.
matter.
We can't just lose our life and nothing happened. That's
Nothing.
unacceptable.
Somebody has to be held accountable.
Yeah,
And that is a major lack of communication. Somebody has to fix that.
You be sending people to the
Wrong.
Imagine you in the house
Yeah.
sleep. You
Yeah.
ain't did nothing.
Nothing. You a regular
You hear
person.
bung bung bung, bung bung bung, and the next thing you hear, they crashing through your crib.
That could have happened to anybody.
I know I'm going for the burner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
coulda happened to
I'm
anybody.
trying to live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Something has to happen, and something, and you can't bring a life back. But
Nah.
some money gotta change hands. Somebody gotta get
Yeah.
some money for
That's no.
Something.
make
Yeah.
my life easier.
Yeah.
You done killed my kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, something gotta happen.
Yeah.
100%, bro.
I don't know what has to happen. I don't have all the answers, but something
Something.
has to happen.
Well, I'm pretty sure that we can throw convicted of murder out the window. I'm pretty sure that those police are so protected under the under the premises that they thought they were just doing their job.
Right.
Right. So you gonna set an ugly precedent by, charging people for murder just because they doing their job. Now I'm saying we know all the other acts that the cops do. We know that they going above and beyond to murder and kill people.
This one
you
was
know
a
what I
little
mean?
weird, though.
This one was weird because there was no evidence of blatant racism.
Right.
There was no evidence of blatant excessive force.
This is the
You know what I
one
mean?
that I felt like if it was a white person, they could have likely been dead too.
Yeah,
It was at the
exactly.
wrong place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shots rang out.
Yeah.
Now, if you
Yeah.
rick at the police, they gonna light your
Yeah,
ass up.
yeah,
You
right.
dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
100%.
in this situation, a white person could have died.
Yeah.
I don't think in some of these other ones
Yeah.
they walking out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this one, this is crazy. This is
It is
crazy.
wild. I might. Hey, I don't care. This is what we here for. We up here. Pull up a chair.
Pull up a chair.
Hey, if Breonna Taylor and her husband was Emily and John, white people, I don't think we would even know about this. That's just me personally. I don't think we would even know if they were white. I don't think we would know about this. So much stuff goes on in this country that don't come to light, that we don't know about, that don't get to shine. You know what I
They
mean?
put a clamp on it real quick.
Real quick,
And
real
they
quick.
fix things much quicker for certain groups of people.
Yes.
around
Yeah.
here.
And we all know that media loves
Yeah.
black versus blue. You know what I mean? We all know that they
Oh,
love
they
that.
make
So
whole
y'all don't
livings
think-
off of it.
Yes.
So y'all don't think that that if let me ask this because I don't know about who they were supposed to go kicking the door on.
Right.
Was
Me
that
either.
person black?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm gonna assume yes, but I can't assume. You know what I mean? I
we
shouldn't
don't know,
assume.
but we're gonna assume.
If they
right?
want, it was.
Now, on this warrant, let's just say that this warrant, they have a description of the person they're going to kick in the door on.
Right.
And that person is black. Do you think they go in with a different mindset?
I do.
Like,
That's
even though they went into the wrong house and they went in there with you could argue that they went in there with a malicious mindset to do harm.
right.
Anyway,
That's a hard
Because of-
thing to
because of
prove.
the warrant.
Yeah, that's hard
Look
to
at the
prove.
warrant.
I
No,
don't
not
know.
warrant. That's crazy right
yeah,
there.
but no,
You did something. You got a no, not warrant.
Yeah, because no not warrants
That's a
is for the armed, dangerous. You know.
Surprise.
Yeah, the surprise.
Yeah.
You don't want to give them any
Yeah.
time to react or any time to do anything. So I believe if you got a no knock warrant issued out on you, you
go
got
hard.
you got something. You know what I mean? You,
I just do
you
that
go
work
hard.
with. I just do that work with. I know he said his cousin had that no, not warrant. This is down in East St. Louis. And he killed the cop. They shot and killed the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shot and killed, and now he got charged with it. He get charged with capital murder.
Yeah. I
So he
think-
might die
That,
Yeah.
yeah,
if he get charged with that.
yeah.
I
He
think-
might get
That no knock warrant situation is dangerous for everybody.
for everybody.
sir.
The cop involved, everybody,
Yeah.
and they trying to, of course, a lot of these social groups, Black Lives Matter, a lot of these social groups trying to get amends and change that no knock warrant thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? But the police going to do what they feel they got to do to get the upper hand on the criminal. So
Always.
yeah, it's crazy, man. The whole situation is crazy.
I
But
think in both of those cases that we discussed so far, Jacob Blake, Breonna Taylor, I think charges and definitely convictions going to be hard to come by.
hey, I don't think they're
That's
going to
the
happen.
harsh reality.
Yes.
they have it's so many, and they can hide behind their badge. And the fact is, they know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know that they can.
Yeah.
I was in the military, right? Marines or whatever. When you in a foreign country, because battles are fought foreign, they're not get fought over here. But when you're in a foreign country, let's just say Iraq, right? military personnel can go to prison for shooting at an enemy before they get shot at. So they don't even have to hit them. They can shoot if they discharge their weapon before the enemy discharge their weapon. They can go to jail. That's the it's called the rules of engagement. The rules of engagement state that you can't shoot unless shot at.
Damn, so if you get hit, then goddamn, it's late.
Yeah.
Why would you let the enemy shoot at you first?
Wild thing.
Well,
Now-
you don't want to be looked at as the aggressor.
Okay.
But why you over there anyway?
Exactly.
But go ahead.
Okay, but these are our laws though. It's not like their laws.
Yeah, I know.
These are our laws. So
Yeah.
our law says that no matter where you at, you can't shoot unless shot at. Okay.
Because America is all about defense. It's called the Department of Defense, not offense.
100%.
Everything that America do will be based on defensive tactics.
It's really only
Count
us.
their moves.
And that's only because we
Falsehood.
want to look a certain way to the world.
Yes, of course. You got an image to uphold.
So we want to. I mean, whether the reasoning behind that is retarded or not.
Ooh, the R word.
I mean,
And I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
Nah, you bugging. Whether the reason behind that is not a stand up reason, why not implement that same sort of mentality? Not the same law, but the same mentality that you want to be defensive to us. This is for law enforcement, for us, for the homeland. Why not have that same mentality where it's a defensive and not I don't know where he's about to get in this car, but I'm not gonna let him get there.
I'm assuming in their minds they are on the defensive because the criminals are on the offense.
And when they're running away, when they're walking away, they on the offense.
Well, if you're running away to get to a gun, you on the offense, and that's the way they writing up reports.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But is that the truth though?
It ain't about the
Well,
truth. It ain't about the truth.
Say if you are participating in some criminal activity, you running away, but you also trying to get to your piece so you can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In their minds, in the way they
In every situation that were the result of an unarmed, because this is the thing. It's unarmed black men getting killed,
Right.
Not armed black men getting killed.
Right,
These are
right.
all unarmed black men getting
with you.
killed.
Exactly.
So
I'm definitely with you.
if a military person could go to prison for killing an enemy in a gun battle, if they don't get it, they have to get shot at first. Not have a gun. The enemy can have a gun. They can, unless they're shot at, then they can shoot.
Or you also gotta harken back to the origin of law enforcement in the country.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I mean? It started with that whole
Yeah.
capturing slaves
Yeah.
and getting as wild as you want to.
Yeah.
So it's just grew from that seed into the plant that we see as law enforcement today.
100%.
And it really hasn't been revamped and revitalized enough for it to be fair towards us. So, and that's why we find ourselves constantly on the end of their gun, because the origins of it, it was made for guys that looked like me, you,
Yeah.
and you,
Yeah.
and you, and you,
Yeah.
and you. They was put in place to hunt and
They
deal
killed.
with us
Yeah.
in the way that they saw fit. You know what I mean? Now, sometimes they wanted them to come back alive. So now I got to take half your foot off and show everybody else how wild we get down. And a lot of that is ingrained, man. And we haven't, in this country, they haven't done enough to unroot a lot of that evilness.
Yeah.
And we are the focus of that
Yeah.
in most situations. We the focus.
And unfortunately, that the relationship between police and the black community doesn't give enough, in my opinion, black people the want to be a cop and try to make some change
Yeah.
because of the relationship you have with cops in the community and what you see on TV or what you heard from your parents or your aunts and your uncles and your cousins, your older cousins, or what you have personally dealt with yourself, the relationship don't make you want to be a cop. A lot of times it don't. Now you might have some that be like, I want to be a cop, make some change, but you don't really see much of that.
Right.
You don't see much of that.
And when you come into a culture that's already set there, it's guys that become cops, I'm sure, that want to make change.
Of course.
But the culture's already set. And they turn on you. They start making sure that you got your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Or you get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
That blue line is thick.
Yeah.
So you could be white trying to make change, you could be black trying to make change, but the culture is the culture.
Yeah.
And depending on what city you in, what geographic region you in, that culture ain't changing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man.
They got this thing pretty sewed up. So it gotta filter down from a lot of different places before we can get on the ground. These cops is rogue.
Yeah.
And then a lot of cops are from some of these rural areas, never dealt with a black person in person.
Yeah.
Now just imagine all you know of black people is Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, what you see on the rap video. Your little timid ass gonna be a little shook.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And first thing you doing, let me get to my gun. That man that shot Philando Castillo in that car after he told that man he had a gun, should be underneath somebody's prison
100%.
right now.
Definitely.
That was his own fear.
He did.
Pumped himself up. He should not be a cop. He too scary to be a cop.
Yeah.
He's a bitch ass.
Yeah.
He should be underneath somebody's jail.
Dude
for shooting
died,
that
right?
man in cold blood. Like
He
that
died, right?
Because he was afraid.
Yeah, right in front of his
The
daughter.
man told him
He
had
did the what you're supposed to do.
he did everything he was supposed to
He
do.
did everything you're supposed to
And
do.
found himself
And
at the opposite end of that man's barrel that day. In broad daylight in front of a child and his girl.
That's good,
And they got to live with that because he was scared. He has
and then
no reason being a cop.
And you know, I gotta, and the wild thing is that we are in a fight for people to be just arrested. You know what I'm saying? And then a few times when the cop gets arrested, the few times that cops get arrested, let's speak in specifically the Fruitville station. I'm not sure the guy's name, but the guy that died in Fruitville station.
I'm gonna think of it.
The cop went. He says that he thought he had his taser. You know, this is just bananas thinking, right? But okay, you thought you had your taser, right? Whatever. You killed a human being.
A human being.
You deserve to go to prison for as long as anybody else that killed a human being.
Yep.
This guy got 11 months.
11 months for that murder.
11 months. We out here trying to fight, which is fine. We trying to fight for people to get arrested. But when they do, they get 11 months.
Yeah.
11.
How much of a slap in the face is that?
That lady that walked in that man apartment.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up too.
My goodness.
Yep.
She fighting the little bit of time that judge gave her.
Yeah.
Appealing it.
What she got, like 10? Nah.
She's
10
supposed to got like 10. She
Yeah.
was going to do roughly 8 of that. And she trying to get that knocked. She trying to get that knocked to like 4 or 5. Come on, bro. And
That's
she ain't
bananas.
even did a year yet. For taking that. This man is sitting on his sofa eating ice cream.
Chilling.
You on the wrong floor. Not the wrong floor. Bust up in his house. Can you imagine dying like that?
Man.
I'd be so goddamn mad. I'd come back from the
I had to
grave.
hunt. Yeah, I had to hunt somebody, man.
That's just bananas, man.
You chilling on your sofa?
Man.
And then the person that killed you get 10 years and they want to fight that. Why are you supposed to
That's
be
straight
happy?
All that crying she did in the courtroom and everybody.
Yep.
And they hugging that.
Yeah, they hugged her
I
ass.
hated that.
What part of the game?
And she trying to peel that shit.
And you trying to appeal, you getting 10. You should be ecstatic. You should be ecstatic that you got 10
That's
years
the
for
goal.
killing somebody.
For a body.
That's the gall that they had.
That's what we call a free body right there. Shit.
You got,
That's
you
free.
got a
You
dime.
do 10 years of a body, that's shit.
And you only
10
getting
years
you
of a body,
only,
shit.
and you probably not gonna do any of that like consecutive. You're not. You
Nah.
probably gonna get out in 7 or something stupid like that. Like you killed a person in their home, and then like we out here trying to get people to get arrested. Like, and when they do, they only get crumbs of sentencing. It's just bugged out to me,
What
man.
y'all think about Brother George Floyd? We watched the man take his life. We
Yeah.
watched
Not slowly, but
take
over a period of time, not just a shot.
8.5, 9 minutes
Just
of just strangulation, slow,
losing his life.
The man calling for his mama. The man saying, "I can't breathe."
Mama already gone.
He got his knee
That's
on the
what
back
I'm
of this
saying,
man's neck. Right? We watching this.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think? We gonna get a conviction?
I
We got him charged.
I personally think that we have to get a conviction
We got.
because it's gonna be one of those moments to where if it don't happen, it's gonna be a lot
But
more.
even if they do get
It's gonna be a bigger uproar.
We need
92.
We don't need
Yeah.
to stop at a conviction. We need to. The sentencing has to reflect what happened as well.
Yeah.
Not just
Let's
a
hope so.
a smack on the wrist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this goes back to what we've been talking about. We just trying to get a little.
We just
something
try,
done.
we just
It's just
that's
justice.
What, that's what I'm saying.
Justice is all we asking for. It's
So
justice.
this man's family can be like, we did get him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he could be vacationing in Aruba.
Yeah. Yeah.
We never know. We don't know how this shit gonna go half the
Facts.
time.
We don't know.
Watch a person murder a person with 3 other cops standing guard.
Mm-hmm.
We watch him take his last breath,
Mm-hmm.
and we thinking, and we don't know. We in a gray holding pattern right now. We really don't know what's gonna happen, and we watched the murder.
Yeah.
We watched it.
Man, for the fact that the other cops was just sit there and watch it and let it happen, man.
Let it happen.
Not one of them could have just been like, "Yo, come on, man, that's enough, man." Like he handcuffed, he
off-
down on the floor.
get off,
You don't
homeboy.
need
What
to
I
do
want to
that,
know
man.
is what's going to be his excuse. Y'all had him subdued. He's
Yeah.
in handcuffs.
Yeah.
You got 4 guys
Yeah.
that can easily get him. He as got as you can get.
He as God as
A
you can
big
get.
guy, a little bit of a big guy, 6'5" guy, I think.
It don't matter.
You can't get out of
He ain't
handcuffs.
bringing exactly.
Nah,
He
yeah,
ain't bringing
yeah,
them
nah, yeah,
handcuffs.
yeah,
You flat on your stomach. Where are you going?
Yeah.
What's your goddamn excuse? How he gonna beat this murder?
Why do you have? Why is your knee on his neck for 9 minutes? Why
Hands in his
is
pocket
he
and
not
that.
in the car?
Chilling.
If he's arrested, he's already handcuffed.
Why he not in the car?
That's why
Put
to
him in the
me this is blatant murder.
This is this.
Yeah.
For one, I
and
think they
it
took him
so
out the
long.
car and
Yeah,
put him
I'm
back
about
on
to
the
say
ground.
at
Right?
one point he was in the car, wasn't he? And then they
yes,
took him out.
they
And
took
the
him out of the
eeriness
car.
around this one is that they knew each other. They both did some security at like a club or a restaurant.
wow.
The cop
Yeah.
I didn't know
and
that.
Yeah, I heard
Brother
that,
George
yeah.
Floyd.
Oh, I
You
didn't know
what
that.
mean?
Yeah, I knew about
so they
that.
done crossed paths. They had some type of personal
Yeah,
relationship.
that
That is murder. Now
Yeah.
we don't know
Clear cut.
what was going on with all of that, but we know we watched 8.5 minutes.
yeah.
How do you get out of that? Why should we, us 4 black men and all the other black men out here, be concerned if this man is gonna go to jail? Can
Yeah.
you stand on somebody's neck?
No, not
No.
for no.
8.5 minutes.
I'm going to
Get
jail
out
if I
of
do that. Yeah, like
How can
Straight
you get
to
out of
jail.
this?
be
Some shit gotta get flipped over.
Yeah, yeah.
If this don't go the way it gotta
Yeah.
go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The table gotta get flipped.
yeah.
A car. I mean, something gotta get flipped the fuck over.
B said he had his hand in his pocket, man, and
Yeah.
a lot of I've heard a cop say that they do that to apply more pressure.
Yeah.
Put their hand in their pocket, put it on their thigh. They can apply more pressure to the knee.
I heard pressure
That's
and
crazy.
I heard balance too. I heard it stabilizes them somehow. Either way,
This is
you know,
uncalled for, man.
Yeah.
we need to. It's what is his defense? That's what I'm saying. Like
He having that.
I plead not guilty on the grounds of what?
On the grounds of what?
Like
He was going crazy. He handcuffed.
Yeah, hey man, rest in peace, George
Yeah,
Floyd,
like,
man.
that's, what
brother
what
Man.
is that, bro? So and then a conviction is definitely needed, and a justice or justified sentencing is also needed.
Yeah.
Not no slap on the wrist. We just want what you deserve.
And can it be swift? Do we gotta be
Yeah.
all goddamn? We don't have to take all night to do this one.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen fast. Go
100%.
ahead, start on your time.
You would think it would get to a point to where they'd be like, okay, well, they got us on this one. All right, you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm thinking.
you know what I
we
mean?
can't really wiggle you out this one, dog.
Exactly.
You messed up this one.
Yeah.
Like, you know, evil is evil, but it got to be a point. It'd be like, you got to take the, you got to
take
go
this
to
for the
prison
team.
for a long time on this
In
one.
order for us to get away with all the other stuff that's about to happen,
Yeah,
you gotta bite your bullet.
gotta eat
He the
this
guinea
one, dog.
pig,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
He the guinea pig, man.
Because they let so
For
many
real.
people go. They let so many people off with a slap in the wrist, or not even charge them at all.
Yeah.
And it's like, how can you feel like your life matter when they just keep letting people go? George Zimmerman should have never got off.
100%.
Oh boy,
Shoulda never got off.
That one really.
Now, when you see that, now,
George-
he's not a cop. I understand that.
He not
you know,
even a cop.
He's not even in the cop.
but at the same time, he should have never got off. Something should have happened to let black people know that this is not acceptable. That, you know what I mean?
Something should have happened because he broke the law.
He broke the law. He was told not to pursue, and he
Yeah.
pursued.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Cut
How
it
do
right
you
there.
still
Yeah.
get off?
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm getting too
And
elevated.
You know why?
I'm
In the
getting
more
too-
recent situation, man, I can't remember his name. What did the father and son hopped out of the truck and killed the?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 Like, bro, like,
see,
no talking.
Yeah,
we don't need to
just-
talk about
you
that.
don't need to talk about any of that. Just get him
You
out of there.
are not the cops.
Yeah.
You call the cops
That-
for people that you want checked out.
Yeah.
You're not the cops.
that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
white
Citizens
privilege
arrest
that
is
you
what they
have,
know.
that you even can think about,
See,
that you can do shit like that.
that-
they did, like,
There is
who are you?
a such
Like-
thing as white privilege. There is a such thing as white privilege.
100%.
People should not deny that, right? Because if Trayvon Martin was white, George Zimmerman would have never called the police. He would have never thought he was a threat.
And if George Zimmerman was black, he would have never. He wouldn't even look. If George Zimmerman was black and Trayvon Martin was white, nothing would have happened.
Of course.
He would have walked with his Skittles and his iced tea.
But see, my issue is that they don't, and this is America. This is America. They don't show us that we matter, because Dylan Roof could murder a church full of black people and go get Burger King
Burger
after
King.
that. Go take him to get something to eat.
They took that man to get something to eat.
Where does that even happen?
The judge said, "I know there's victims on both sides." What are you talking about? The judge said that.
Hey, where is happening at? In
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
The victims
There's
on both
victims
sides.
on both sides.
I don't even know. I don't even want to get
gotta
into
wrap.
that. Yeah, I don't even want to get into
It's
that.
just so much.
Let's wrap it up. And all we got to say, all I got to say, my last words is, this is America, right? We know the history of America. We know that we've always tried to change what goes on domestically in America as far as equality, right? We know that it takes a lot longer to clean up a mess than it does to make a mess.
Ooh,
We know that.
I like that.
I clean
Good
it. It
piece,
take
good
me all
piece.
day to clean up my room when I was a kid. It take me 5 minutes to mess it up.
Good piece.
We know that. But we cannot stop the fight. We can't stop trying to get justice. We have to ignore a lot of the foolishness, because people will throw foolishness out there. Foolishness all in the media, all in social media. It's foolishness everywhere. We can ignore a lot of the foolishness and tend to the matters at hand, the problems at hand, try to move forward. I think eventually we can get to a point to where our kids, our grandkids, great-great-great-grandkids, great-great-great-great-grandkids won't have to worry as much.
Yeah.
I think eventually it can happen. I won't lose hope on that.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
We owe it to
Yeah.
ourselves. We owe it to our future kids. We owe it to our ancestors.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no way we can stop.
Right.
It ain't no stopping. It's not an option.
And that's
Not
what
an
our,
option.
that's what our and I want to say ancestors, but not that far. But people, generations before us, that's what they fought for.
Yeah,
They fought,
yeah.
You know,
For us.
Martin Luther King. Yeah, they fought for. I Have a Dream wasn't about a situation that he could see that he probably could dreamt of happening right then,
Right.
Like right now, like in '68,
For the future.
Yeah, this is a dream I have for the future.
Got to stay. The flame got to burn.
Yeah, gotta vote.
It got to burn bright. It got to burn.
Gotta vote.
100%.
They gonna try to take us back a century, man. We ain't trying to do that. We trying to go
Definitely.
forward.
Trying to go forward.
Trying to go forward.
Definitely.
Yep.
Man.
All right,
Well,
fellas.
it got heavy in here today.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Got me all hot and bothered.
I know. Yep.
Got me
Alright.
worked up.
Yes, sir. Again, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate the love, support. You know,
Definitely.
whatever you know. If you want to talk about what we've been talking about with this in this episode, like I said, we tried to. I mean, we didn't try to. We kind of put it off, but we had to talk about it at some point, and I'm glad we did. We did great. I believe so. So comment, you know, what you think about the Black Lives Matter movement and the killings of the unarmed black people. It sucks, but
Black men.
Yeah.
I got two
And
rest
women.
in pieces,
Can't say
man.
that.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace, Faith. Rest in peace, Monet.
okay.
We love you. We miss you.
Rest
sir.
in peace. Rest in heaven.
All right, yeah.
All right, man. Love.
Pull up a chair, signing off. Peace.